Hello friends, I hope that you are having a wonderful week so far. Today, it is a gorgeous day here in the DC area. It is also peak bloom of the cherry blossoms down at the Tidal Basin, and I was feeling very inspired by that. And also, I had gone to a fancy event maybe a week and a half ago, and I posted just a photo, or I think a short reel, of the wrap that I wore at that event, and I got more comments than I expected, asking me how I did it, asking for a tutorial. So this is going to be a variation of that look, but I am going to try and keep it in a color theme for cherry blossom season. Now, one of my issues that I have is I don't actually own any pale pink cherry blossomy looking scarves. Probably the closest that I have is like this apricot shimmery. So I'm going to use this. I am going to call this the Peach Blossom Wrap because of the peach color. Are peach blossoms peach? No, they're not. They're pink, like cherry blossoms, but we're just doing this anyway because that's the way it is. So the wrap that I did for the event that I went to, I used a silver Sparkalicious scarf and a light blue shimmery scarf. So today I'm going to be using a white. This is the Sparkalicious. So it's got like that gold shimmer running through it, and then this peach shimmery. And after that, I also, because I really couldn't make up my mind, this golden cream shimmery I also thought was just like a beautiful combination with these two. So I'm going to do it one time with just the two scarves, and then I'm going to see if I can do another version using all three. It's an adventure that we are going to take together. So first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this. I have my Cloud9 shaper on, as I often do, and I'm going to put this onto my head more or less evenly. Now, I love these Sparkalicious scarves. They are a little bit heavier weight to me than the Shinylicious. These have almost like a very light pashmina texture, and to me, they always seem like they wrap a little bit shorter. So I want this to be fairly even, but what I really want more than anything is to make sure that the first end that I come up and tuck in has plenty of room to do that. So I am going to scooch it just the easiest bit to the side and tie it on that way with a knot at the back of my neck. Wait, is that what I wanted to do? Because this thing has to do something different. Maybe I just brought that up from the other side. Okay. This is always the problem when I try and recreate wraps later, is that I don't always remember what exactly it is that I did. All right, so then this is going to come up and over. I am going to keep wrapping it all the way around and tuck that in to my first scarf. And I do really want this to be nice and neat because it is my intention to not cover that in the back. All right, next I'm going to grab my shimmery and I'm going to put it like the extra shimmery side out because I find that that is a little bit grippier. And what I'm going to do is I am going to fold it down horizontally so that it is like a sash width, because that is what I want. I don't want it to cover up the white in back. I really want to have the layers of white going back. And then that is pretty even, a little bit uneven, but that is fine. And this I am just going to crisscross. Okay, so now I'm going to take these two scarves and I'm going to give them a little twist, just a little rope twist, No big deal. Wrapping around each other like so. And then these are going to come up and about halfway over. And then I'm going to take this on the other side. Make sure I have that grippy side out. And I'm going to tie a beginner's luck style knot that I am only going to bring halfway through and then fluff out this scarf on the top. And you can really pull as much as you like, but the idea is to have all of the fringe cascading down and then a beautiful poof sticking up just like so, like a little flower, hence the blossom in the title. Oh, there we go. That's nice and fanned out. Just like that. And then in the earlier iteration of this wrap, I had a pin in it, but today I'm going to go in with this little stick pin. Just right down into there to make a little object for my poof here to frame. I'm still playing with it to get that shape that I want. What do you think? Yeah. So depending on how you feel about which of the fringes, so I think I'm actually going to redo this because I want that white to be a little bit less prominent. So I'm going to try and make sure that at the point where I am bringing my other scarf around, that I have the peach, or apricot rather, sticking out in front there. Yeah, I like that better. I like that better. You can just kind of fluff it, play around with it until you get it sitting the way that you like. But like, you do have 3 tails right here, so it's going to have a little bit of volume to it. And then fluff the little flower part of it. Oh, I got my sun going in and out outside and it's changing my lighting, but that is okay. We're just gonna deal with it. You all are not here for production values. I know that much for sure. Okay. And then as before, this guy can go just right on in there. And that's it. And I honestly, so it has a little pearl that you can put on the end to keep it in place, but this is very secure and I don't think it needs it, and I also don't know that I could find it under all of here. So I'm just gonna reach around the back, make sure that my apricot is feeling nice and secure, and this is the wrap. So here it is from the front, from the side, from the back, and the other side. So that is version number 1, and now let's see if we can do a little something incorporating a 3rd scarf. So I think, how can I do this? Well, first of all, I'm going to tie this in a knot because I want that security while I figure out where I'm going with this wrap next. And then I will grab my gold cream shimmery scarf and I'm going to do the same thing, folding it down into a sash. I'm going to want this one maybe a little bit narrower than the last. How does that look? That looks very even. Excellent. And tie that in a knot. So I feel like the obvious choice is to braid these three together and bring them over. And maybe I will tuck in some of these tails, but that gives me one more tail to play with on this side. And I think do I want this dangling in front, or do I want this? Because I really do want to make sure that I am maximizing the amount of peach that is showing. Decisions. Okay, no, I'm gonna take the peach up and over again. That's what we're gonna do. There we go. Okay, so bring this up, creating more layers. Make sure I'm really covering all of that in the back. And then that is going to tuck in. Okay, great. So now I will do as planned and give these guys a little braid. Braid all the way down as far as I can manage, because I think I might put this sitting a little bit lower because it is 3 scarves rather than 2, and that is a lot. But it's not going to sit a whole lot lower just because that is where we're at. So scarves are kind of making the decision for me. And here we go. Bring that up. Tie our knot. We think that looks okay. So that is one option. I want to simplify it on top because I feel like we're getting an awful lot going on with 3 scarves rather than 2. So what can I do? I bring this up. I'm actually going to bring it all the way through. Oh, what if I do a little like Elena knot situation? So that I did thusly, and then these can kind of come around and tuck in. Yeah. Oh, I like that. It's a lot of fringe to tuck in. I'm not gonna lie to you. That is a lot of fringe to get tucked in. But I think that's pretty good. I can feel that it's a mess of fringe back there. Maybe this is not my best option. Probably could have done better if I had lengthened our scarves. Okay. What happens if I try and tuck these one at a time? All right, let's try and tuck our white in first because I feel like you are the shortest and the sloppiest. And then you, if I bring then this, I can use this guy to make sure that I get that white covered and bring it around the back. and tuck underneath everything. I like that. I think I like that. And just make sure that I am getting that underneath my apricot, and this is where a mirror is critical to make sure that you do not have any extra fringy bits hanging out where you do not want them. Okay, I think this is the look. All right, yeah, no, I'm really loving that. And I just remembered that I had another pin that I liked for this. Hang on. I do need a better storage solution for my pins, because right now I just keep them all in like a little purse. There we go. This was the Hazy Days pin that launched with summer last year. But yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. That is the look. All right. So I think that this is an excellent peachy, blossomy look to celebrate the spring season where everything is blooming. Here it is from the front, from the side, back, and the other side. So that is all for today. I hope you enjoyed this. That's a wrap for me, and until next time, thank you so much for watching.